everybody who sent any money. We got to get access to that money, and I'm the only one that can get access to that money. So I got to get out of here so that we can do something, so we can fight this.
So Chud the Builder is speaking for the first time since being incarcerated for the incident that took place outside of that Clarksville courthouse. Today we also learn and discuss Chud the Builder facing up to 60 years in the state penitentiary. And we also learn the real reason why Chud the Builder was specifically going to downtown Nashville to cause ruckus and use racial slurs for content. So controversial streamer Chud the Builder faces up to 60 years in prison after courthouse shooting. Judge says the incident personality was detained on May 14th for the alleged incident. On May 15th, Etherly, 28, appeared in Tennessee court for his arraignment and bond hearing after he was detained for allegedly shooting a man outside of a courthouse 2 days earlier. The internet personality, who is known online for live streaming his racist confrontations with black pedestrians, was detained on May 13th by criminal investigators and charged with attempted murder, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless engagement with a deadly weapon, the sheriff's office said in a press release. According to an arrest warrant obtained by CNN and the Associated Press, Etherly got into a verbal argument with another man. He turned his body toward the man in a bladed stance. He reached into his jacket pocket for a firearm, and a physical altercation followed. The AP reported that Etherly fired his weapon, striking the man multiple times. The man was transported to a hospital in Nashville via helicopter, where he underwent emergency surgery and is now in stable condition, per the news agency citing an affidavit. CNN identified the alleged victim as Joshua Fox, a black disabled veteran. During his court appearance on May 16th, General Session Court Judge Reed Poland III set a $1.25 million bond for Etherly, citing how many people were in the courtyard over here at the courthouse and the seriousness of these felonies, per CNN and the AP. The judge also said that attempted criminal homicide carries a possible sentence of 15 to 60 years in the Tennessee State Penitentiary, the outlets reported. So Dalton Etherly might not be seeing outside anytime soon after what I just read from this article from the Associated Press. Actually, this article from People. It's not looking too good for your boy Dalton Etherly. It's looking really bad. Your boy Chud the Builder will not be outside streaming anymore. This is the end of days for Chud as far as streaming is concerned. And to top it all off, he just spoke on a prison call where he is saying that he is promising to get access to his funds because they froze his funds and he can't access them. He keeps saying that he is going to find a way to get these funds, even though he's technically not supposed to have these funds. The DA just blocked him from getting access to them because he cannot bond out. They're not going to let him bond out from those donations. So now what's going on is he is basically trying to make promises and saying that he is going to make a way to get access to those funds anyway. Wouldn't that lead to longer jail time? Let's take a look at what Dalton Etherly, aka Chud the Builder, had to say in this jail call to his fans.
Thank you everybody who sent any money. We got to get access to that money, and I'm the only one that can get access to that money. So I got to get out of here so that we can do something, so we can fight this. Like I said, listen, I know there's a lot of suspicion. I know there's a lot of people trying to scam people. Like I said, the Gifts and Go that's helped Chud, that's the one I made. Alexis, she is the one who made this new one so that we can have access to the funds while I'm in here. I know there's a lot of people trying to scam you guys. I'm not trying to scam you. This is Chud. This is me. This is Dalton. I can't access the Gifts and Go unless we can push the people at Gifts and Go to allow her to get into my account. Then we are I cannot get into any of that money while I'm in here because I'm the only one who has access to it. Thank you guys for supporting. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I'm trying to get out of here as soon as possible.
So one of Dalton's supporters too is saying that Chud got his phone confiscated while he was incarcerated because apparently him having a phone would have possibly given him access to those donations. The over $200,000 that he received, an outpour of support. He could have gotten access to it maybe while he was incarcerated if he still had a phone on hand, but they did get it from him. Here's what's being said by this huge Chud the Builder supporter, okay? They said there's a new Give, Send, Go link I'd like everyone to share set up by his family. They have immediate access to it. Because they confiscated his phone a week prior, he will not have access to the other GSG until he is released and gets his phone back. Audio below from Dalton confirming this. At I Fight for Kids has already donated $10,000 to this GSG. He is in contact with the family and is a main point of contact as well. It helps them massively to have immediate access to funds. So people are definitely sending a lot of money to Chud the Builder. They're trying to get him out. They're trying to have him make bond. Apparently, nobody has stepped up to pay a large lump sum of money to get him out of prison, but they are sending thousands upon thousands of dollars so he gets access to it. Now, at the bare minimum, he's facing 15 years. Remember, he's sentenced to from 15 to 60 years. There's absolutely no telling on how he's going to get served by this judge and how much years he may do. We don't know, gang. He might do football numbers. It might get nasty. He might be there for the rest of his life, pretty much. 60 years is a hefty sentence. Anywhere near 60 years is a crazy sentence. So I guess we're going to see what happens with that, right? But did you know that there's actually a real reason why Chud the Builder was going to downtown Nashville to do most of his content? Basically, the racist content that he was doing, he was going to downtown Nashville to do it because he doesn't live in Nashville. He's not a resident of Nashville. He's actually a resident of Clarksville, which is where he was locked up and committed the crime in front of that courthouse building out there in Clarksville. So he's a Clarksville resident. He does not live in Nashville.
I'm Dalton, by the way.
Hey, sir, I know you're live streaming right now. Can I just see your driver's license? We'll keep it off screen, please.
Yeah, is everything cool?
Yeah, I think what you just said is probably what's happening. So.
Yeah, I've never had it happen in Nashville. So if you guys can, I mean, y'all can check with the Montgomery County local sheriffs. I live in Clarksville. I live in Clarksville. I live in Clarksville. I live in Clarksville. I live in Clarksville.
He went to Nashville to do what he did because guess what? He doesn't have to see those same people again that he did racist things to. He doesn't have to worry about being off camera, off stream, being targeted because he did something heinous to someone in the street, especially a black person. So Chud the Builder basically traveled to a different city of Nashville where he does not live to cause these problems because there is a high chance that he would never see those people again outside of streaming. But this guy is getting massive support, but the support really ain't going nowhere. Only his family has access to his funds, right? So he really ain't getting nothing out of the deal. Nothing is actually happening. You got people saying that the Joshua Fox dude that Dalton Etherly clapped at was a criminal of some kind because he committed a DV back in the past. But who cares, man? You don't know why the DV happened. Listen, the DV ain't the worst thing in the world based on how crazy it is, right? I mean, there's definitely something wrong with DV, but to say that he deserved it because he committed a DV is absolutely crazy. There can be very low forms of DV or self-defense that could be labeled as a DV. But from what I saw, it really wasn't nothing crazy that he was charged with when it came to the whole DV thing. And this was something that was very old. I could see if he was like a predator or something, like he was someone who would do things with children, but apparently that's not the case, champs. I'm just saying. But again, they are definitely trying to support Chud the Builder to the highest degree, gang. That's just what's going on here, man. It looks very crazy right now for Chud the Builder. It doesn't look like his situation is getting any better. Like I said, they can donate all the money in the world, but if he ain't getting access to it, ain't it pretty much useless? Only his family can access these funds. He cannot access these things, so I don't know what use of all this outpouring of support is really gonna do. The DA and nobody else is giving him any access to these funds whatsoever. He's complaining and saying he's gonna try to make way for funds to be given to him, but I don't know, gang. He says that I guess his baby mother or whoever, one of his family members, is the one who can gain complete access to that account. And of course, he says people are scamming. Ask Chud the Builder. Of course they are. I mean, that's what people usually do when there's big GoFundMe's going around. They try to capitalize and pretend that they're also adults in Etherly so they can get the funds that you're getting. I mean, they see you getting almost $200,000. That definitely rings a bell to people who are scammers to pretend to be you. So yeah, you're gonna get scammers, unfortunately. That's just how it's gonna go when it comes to these GoFundMe's. People are desperate and eager and will go and will do desperate things to get money. If they see you getting a lot of money, they're gonna try to act like they're you and get the funds as well. So I don't know what it's looking like for him, but right now it ain't looking good as far as this update is concerned. I'm just saying. Gang, how do y'all feel about this in the comment section, man? Do y'all think that Dalton has a shot to come back outside and stream? How do you feel about this in the comment section, man? How many years do you think that your boy Chud the Builder is gonna get, huh? Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section, gang. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't hit that like, because it's very essential. Also hit the hype button because it does help the channel in a major way. And if you are brand new to the Mayor's channel, I need you to subscribe right now. Make sure you turn on all the notification bells so you get all of the Mayor's updates. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the Mayor, the one and only real New York Mayor, F. Mom Donnie, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.